Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So why I took this Zoom session, because we can have a very interaction. You can also open your videos, no problem. Yes. Everyone, you can on your videos. Yes, very good, Arvind. Yes, Harika. Yes. Manohar, rotate your camera. Yes. Yes, Bhuvaneshwari. Yes, Leela. Yes, Bonisa. Yes. Yes, Jahanavi Prabha. Yes. Everyone, please open your videos. Nagadatta. Very quickly, we will start the session. Sheikh Nagur, you have to open. So any doubts you have with respect to your preparation, you can ask me, you can talk to me now.
Sir, in the tribal India and every section, there are many tribes to be remembered, sir. How to easily recognize that every tribe in that particular region?
Very good, Leela. See, listen. What you do, you make a map. If not, I will within 2 3 days, I will post a very good map where the tribes are located. So you make you make a map. So
Okay.
this tribe in a map format, this tribe is famous for this tribe is famous for this tribe is famous for this. In this way, you make one chart. So
Okay.
that chart will help you to remember which tribe, where it is located, and the unique points. 2 3 points you have to write. That's it.
Yes.
Understood? No?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Any doubts you can ask me. Please make use of this session. Sheikh Nagur, your video. Any doubts you can ask me. Yes, Akila. Yes, Guru Kripa, any doubts you have?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Guru Kripa.
Sir,
Yes.
how to remember the anthropologist names and how to make the notes, sir?
See, I will tell you, see. Anthropologist name, we should not try to remember. We have to remember their story. For that story, we have to add the name. For example, Malinovisky. But how to remember? He was the person who believed in function. He was the person who believed that everything have a purpose. He was the person studied about coloring. So who is the person? Malinovisky is the person. So we have to understand the story. For that story, we have to keep a name. We have to give a name. In that way, structural functionalism, a person told structures are important, functions are important. In that way, there is a structure functionalism. And who is the person who told about it? R.C. Brown. Like that, we have to understand the story. And from that story, we have to come to a conclusion. From that story, we have to come to a conclusion about the name.
Okay.
Any doubt, Jahanavi Prabha?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Sheikh Nagur Basha.
Sir, how to tackle bouncer questions in UPSC exam, sir? Mains, in our mains, sir, Anthropology.
Yes, see. For example, Bhowmik, one question is a 100% bouncer question in 2024. P.K. Bhowmik studied about Lodha tribe. In decriminalizing, he mentioned decriminalizing 90% of the aspirants who were been writing mains in 2024, they don't know about Lodha tribe, they don't know about P.K. Bhowmik. Then what they did? They just understood the word called as decriminalization. Oh, decriminalization means I have to make this person had decriminalized them. This person had decriminalized means already they are criminals. Who are criminals? Oh, criminal tribe. So Lodha is a criminal tribe. So the P.K. Bhowmik had worked for decriminalizing the Lodha tribal population. Hence, the Lodha tribal population were being decriminalized. So you are right about criminal tribes, denotified, nomadic, semi-nomadic tribes. The government schemes for denotified, nomadic, semi-nomadic tribes. Everything you will write, in that you will write the P.K. Bhowmik. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So one point we have to catch. For example, in 2023 mains question paper, there is a, again bouncer question called as Gotto chronology. Gotto chronology, 90% of the aspirants don't know about Gotto chronology. Then what they did? They, in Hindi, they started reading. Intelligent people, what they did? They read in Hindi. In Hindi, it is written Bhasha Krameni. In Hindi, it is written that Bhasha Krameni. Bhasha Krameni means what? Bhasha Krame. Krame means what? Chronology. Bhasha chronology. Language chronology. Chronology means what? Evolution. Language evolution. Linguistic evolution. How the language has been evolved. Biological evolution of language and cultural evolution of language. Noam Chomsky.
Yes, sir.
So everything about Noam Chomsky we have to write. Everything about biological evolution we have to write. Got it?
Yes, sir.
In that way, Hindi we have to read, Telugu we have to read, in English we have to read. As well as when we understand the P.K. Bhowmik, that we have to, for example, buffer zone, one more question was been asked. Again, it was a bouncer. So how to do this buffer zone? See, buffer zone means what? Where there is some transition, where there is some change, where there is some variation, So that particular variations are called as buffer zone, where the tribals are there, where mainstream people are there. So it's a buffer zone. What will happen in buffer zone? Mainstream people are there means they will exploit the tribal people. Oh, exploitation of the tribal people, where the more it is there, it is called as buffer zone. So some hints will be, it's not a hint, the question making format will be like that. With our overall understanding of subject, we will be in a position to answer such questions.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, how to do time management in the exam, sir?
In answer time management, how we have.
Answer it.
Yes. See, initially what you have to do, you have to make a draft for your answer. For example, yesterday I gave you one question on population. What are the population measures? Whether we effectively address the population growth or not. So first you will write about population draft. So I will write about statistics about population, then phases of population, what are the steps taken by the government, and whether it is effectively working or not. Side headings, 4 side headings. For this side headings, these are the points, these are the points, these are the points you have to write in your draft. Then the draft which you had written, you have to write in the paper. Means what it will show? It will show that you will not see, most of the time will be wasted because thinking. We will be thinking. Because of thinking while writing an answer, it will consume a lot of time. So when we stop the thinking, the time will be saved. So the thinking work should not be there in your writing answers. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Swapna.
Sir, how to get a clear-cut idea of anthropological thought?
Simple, Masi. Anthropological thought mainly talks about how the evolution of culture happened, how the evolution of societies came. So they are giving their thought process. For example, if you ask me, if I'm famous or if I'm a thinker, then I will give how the societies evolved, how the cultures evolved, how civilizations evolved. So my thought process will be there. So that thought process itself is anthropological thought. So for every man, while we are reading, we have to keep in our mind. We have to keep in our mind. So what E.B. Taylor told, what Henry Morgan told, what James Fraser. So everyone's will be there in their pockets, in their brains. So you can easily remember like that it is.
Okay, sir.
Sri Mitra.
Sir, can you
Questions
explain?
Manohar, you have to talk, Manohar. Please don't message me. You can just directly ask me, no? So that every time I have to open the chat box.
Sir, can you explain about three gunas, Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika?
See, Rajas Satvika, who is calm, who is balanced, who is composed. That particular gunas are called as Satvika gunas. Rajasika, who are aggressive. Who are aggressive, they want immediate benefit. Who are calm, they will think about long term. Tamosika guna. They are not bothered about anything, just they will be normal. Innocent, ignorant people will be having this tamosika guna. So, who are calm, composed, noticing everything, who are having long-term vision, are called as satvika guna people. Who are immediate, who want the results immediately, those are called as rajasika guna people. Whereas tamosika innocent, like that, according to the behavior, according to the guna, the name. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes. So Manohar is asking about society paper, GS society strategy. See, if you do your anthropology properly, paper 2, if you do properly, your 70%, not 70, 80% of your society module of your GS1 is completed. GS is nothing. You should have points in your mind. This point, this point, this point, this point, this point. That's point wise. If you arrange the answer, it is called as GS answer. Introduction. What is asked in the question? The same should be repeated. For example, write about population growth. So population growth in India is exponential. There is 3 phases. This understanding of population we are going to understand. So introduction will give the reader to read more. So what is going to be in the answer, I will be understanding in the introduction. And conclusion hence proved. Yes, I explained in the above paragraph, the demand of the question is been addressed. Hence, like that we have to write our intro and conclusions. Someone asked me this question in chat box. Kumar, yes.
Sir, how can I get 1 mark extra or compared to the others answer, sir?
See,
Not only in anthropology, in GS also. Is it only for the examples or any other things, sir?
no examples. For GS also, you have to add more examples. For example, GS2 paper of your GS, you have to add judgments. GS1, you have to add examples. GS3, you have to write current events, economy. So,
Okay.
for one subject, one paper, one trend will be there. That trend you have to write. Ethics, thinkers, philosophical way, the new examples, bureaucratic examples, if you write, you will get more marks in essay, ethics.
So for ethics, what are the source to get the technical words for ethics, sir?
I gave. There is no proper book. Earlier, when I was preparing, one book was there, which was called as Chronicle. But now it is not available. It was very small book. Very good book it was. Now it is not available. It's called Lexicon Chronicle book. It is not available now. I will share today in your group.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Bunis, any doubts?
No, sir. My doubt already someone asked.
Sir,
Yes, please.
Sir, as we see, there is only less than 140 days for 2025 attempts, sir. How do we plan a strategic plan for anthropology optional, sir? As we see, GS also is there, sir. How to manage this GS and optional time, sir? Is we have to give more time for anthropology optional, or we have to give more time for GS optional? GS, sir.
2025 attempt.
Yes, sir. 2025 attempts, sir.
See, now January and February, you have to give 50% time for your prelims, 50% of time for your optional, or not and, or ethics, or essay. Then in the month of February, 50% of the time for prelims, another 50% of the time for anthropology or ethics or essay. March 1st onwards, exclusive prelims. Yes.
Sir, how to plan for 2026 attempts, sir?
Janavi, please ask by voice message how to prepare environment of unable to tackle it. Oh, environment is very important, Manohar. 17th January, there is one demo class. You can attend that. You will understand properly environment how to do, but environment is very important. See, I will tell you, reasoning I will tell you. See. Indian Forest Service and Indian Civil Services. For both, only common test is preliminary examination. Mains is different, as you know. So Forest Service people are also writing through prelims examination. So Forest Service is also there. Forest means which topic will be there? Environment will be. 15 questions will come from environment, you know. 15 questions will come in environment. We should give highest importance to environment. I will tell you the chronology. Polity, economy, history, geography, environment, current affairs. For prelims I'm talking about. CSAT. Reasoning and quantitative aptitude and English comprehensions. CSAT never you should neglect. The benefit of environment, Manohar, the high chance of getting positive marks will be more. Factual questions will be there. The high chance of negative marking getting will be very less in environment. But that is not the case with polity and economy. Polity and economy are very dangerous subjects. Why, sir? Because the high chance of getting negatives, will be more for polity and economy. అది వచ్చినట్టే ఉంటుంది, అది రాంగ్ అయిపోతుంది ఆన్సర్. చదివినట్టే చదివాను సరే మనం అది రాంగ్ అయిపోతుంది.
Sir, how to plan for 2026 attempts, sir?
See, I will tell you. 2026 attempt, what you have to do. Now you sit for your optional only. Ethics, optional. Essay, anyhow, you have to complete your GS. But without completing your GS, you can complete your ethics. Till May, you do your optional properly. Till May, you do your ethics properly. Ethics and essay, you do it like anything. Then June, July, August, September, October, November, December, complete GS1, GS2, GS3, essay. You read like anything. Then from January 1st onwards, 2026 prelims, exclusive prelims you have to clear. So what will happen? Your optional you did for another 5 months. Your ethics you did for this 5 months. And GS 1, 2, 3 and essay you did for your 7 months. You got huge confidence on your GS 1, 2, 3, 4 essay plus optional. And January 1st onwards, you are sitting for your prelims. Then you will clear your prelims. You completed your mains. You have to write very good proper test series after clearing prelims. Then you will be in your interview list. Like this, if you properly plan, you know, you will clear your 2026.
Okay, sir.
How to prepare geography? Yes, geography is a tough paper, you know. The problem with geography is technical, more technical. We have to invest more time. That is the only problem with geography. If not, geography is a good subject. You should have conceptual clarity. Ocean currents, winds, there is a requirement of conceptual clarity. Very good classes you have to listen. People will not listen geography, good classes. See, I'm telling you, polity, if you listen good classes or not, at least you can read Lakshmikant and you can clear the polity part. But that is not the case with geography. Compulsory, someone should properly inculcate geography in our mind. Same like economy.
Sir, is it sufficient? Is it sufficient NCRTs for geography, sir?
No. 9th class, 10th class, geography, 11th class, 12th class also you do. If you are perfect on that, see, it is basic book. NCRT is a basic book. Only few questions are been asked from NCRT books, but subject is something which is different.
What is the best source for geography, sir, then?
Lee Jeong, some book is there, no? What is it?
GC Leon.
GC Leong, yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Sheikh Shiva Karthik.
Yes, sir. Sir, nowadays the anthropology has become so dynamic now, sir. So how can we adjust our preparation to the dynamism of geography, sir?
That is the reason you joined with. I am there.
Yes, sir.
Dynamism. I covered all the questions of 2023, 2024. One thing I am telling you, Gotto chronology, I am telling it was not there in my notes, but it's skill. The name Gotto chronology was not there in my notes, but I explained about biological evolution, I explained about cultural evolution. So that Gotto chronology, you should think about what is Gotto. In Greek language, Gotto is called as language. In Greek, chronology means evolution, language evolution. But however, I gave you 1,000 case studies. All the current affairs are covered in that. And every month I'm giving Anthropology current affairs magazine also I'm providing you. It is there in the website. It is there in your telegrams also. The current affairs also you are doing, right? But first we have to be perfect with respect to basics. Original content, first we have to read everything. After the completion of first reading original content, then we have to go for dynamism part.
Sir, strategy for ethics and essays, sir, for 2025 items, sir.
Now, if possible, you do with your optional ethics and essay till February 28th. But you have to do. If you do not, super it is. 50% time for prelims, 50% time for optional ethics essay. For example, 4 hours for optional, 2 hours for 1.5 hour for ethics, 1.5 hour for essay. One essay if you write daily, I am telling you. In January month, if you write 10 essays, in February month, if you write 10 essays, you are awesome. Total, before writing prelims, if you write 20 essays, you will write very good essay. Essays is about how to write a philosophical essay. We have to understand and we have to do practice.
Sir, can you suggest some topper answers?
See, 100% wrong. Topper's copy, see, at that time it worked for the topper. Every time it will not work. Then everyone will read. I will also read. See, you have to understand topper's copy in the classroom also I told you. Topper's copy, we have to identify how was the topper's mindset. What all books toppers read to write that answer. We have to analyze subjectively. What might be the mindset of the topper? What might be the thought process of the topper? Then you will become the topper. If you read what topper did, you will become follower. You want to become follower or you want to become topper?
Topper, sir. Sir, for anthropology, is there any topper's copy, sir? Just for understanding how the introduction.
Share with the group. All Uma Harati's answer sheets I shared, Nidhi Pai's I shared, Sankirth I shared. Is there a link? If not, I will share today.
Okay.
What I did, I kept all their answers copies in Google Drive and I shared the Google Drive with the group.
Yes, right.
Yes sir, no, Janavi?
Yes, sir.
It is there in the links, you will find it, links.
Sir.
Kumar is asking how to read newspaper and make notes. See, if you are planning for 2026, you read newspaper. If you are planning for 2025, don't read newspaper now. Huge time will be wasted. But if you are planning for 2026, compulsory you have to read the newspaper. And I'm telling you, don't make the notes on daily basis. Make the notes with respect to subject basis. For polity notes, for economy notes, for science and technology, subject wise, we have to make the notes. Got it? Yes.
Sir, how to make proper notes for anthropology, sir?
See, PDFs I provided, you know.
Yes.
I believe that you attended all the classes. That I appreciate you, Guru Krupa.
Thank you, sir.
Now what you do? You plan for a summary notes.
Okay, sir.
Pointers. Only
Okay.
pointers should be there.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, is it the class PDFs and model answers value addition is enough for that, or we needs to add the more content? Or
I will take this here. PDF primary. Model answer second. Value added content third. Snippets, 1,000 snippets fourth. Fifth. I provided 2 textbooks and one McGraw-Hill's textbook is there. What is the difference? I will tell you. McGraw-Hill's textbook is all about quick revision. If you read the McGraw-Hill's complete anthropology book, it will help you in very quick revision. Whereas if you want to develop the content, the books which I gave you will be helpful. Then what is there in the books which I gave you, sir? I'm telling you, McGraw-Hill's book authored by me, but the books which I gave you is not authored by me. It's a compilation of all the books which are there in the market. Means the books which I gave you, if you had read, it means that you are reading all the books which are there in the market, like Pina, the Ember and Ember, Skupin, LB Vidyarthi, DN Majumdar, all books you read.
okay, sir.
So you will not have that FOMO, fear of missing out.
Not. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Shiva Karthik. Again, I am telling you, you are working hard. I can see it. I can understand it. Most of the students who opened their videos are in reading rooms. I appreciate it. It doesn't mean that who are not in reading room, they are not studying, but that is your seriousness. Number one. Number two, don't do rote learning. Make a plan, make a strategy. Today, I have to complete Risley's classification, Hutton's classification, Guha's classification, Grierson-Ruggieri's classification, population studies, and demographic dividend. These 6 topics you have to complete. You have to make and you have to read it. You have to go home like that. You have to be very rigid, stubborn. After the completion of these 6 topics only, I will go to the home. Sometimes, yes, I will eat the food after the completion of 6 topics. Like that, you have to make your plan. Then you will complete in any cost. You should have a daily plan, then you need to have a weekly plan, then you need to have a monthly plan, then it will work. Don't have only monthly plan. In 1 month, I will complete this unit, means on last day only you will study.
సార్ మీరు ఒకసారి క్లాస్ లో చెప్తూ రాస్తూ చదవడం వల్ల ఎక్కువగా గుర్తుంటుంది నార్మల్ గా చదవడం కన్నా అని చెప్పారు సార్. కానీ ఇప్పుడు మీరు క్లాస్ లో 2 అవర్స్ క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి ఒకసారి రివిజన్ చేసి దాన్ని రాయడం వల్ల మైండ్ లోకి అనేది అది ఎక్కుతుంది సార్. కాకపోతే ఆ టైంలో జిఎస్ అనేది మార్నింగ్ నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ వరకు జరిగే జిఎస్ క్లాసెస్ కవర్ చేయలేకపోతున్నాం సార్. అంటే రాస్తూ చదవడం వల్ల టైం అనేది ఎక్కువ కన్జ్యూమ్ అవుతుంది సార్. దానికి ఏమన్నా వేరే రెమెడీ ఏమన్నా చెప్తారా సార్?
ఇప్పుడు ఆంథ్రపాలజీకి రోజు 4 గంటలు చాలు. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ గుర్తుంచుకోండి, యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ వన్ థింగ్. February 28th ఆంథ్రపాలజీ క్లాసెస్ ఫర్ యూ విల్ బి కంప్లీట్. So what you have to do, 4 hours time you have. 2 hours you will be attending the class. 30 minutes you will be having the journey. 1 hour you have to read. Another 30 minutes you have to write an answer. అలా గనుక రోజు ఆంథ్రపాలజీ అనే సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద ఒక 4 నెలలు కానీ 5 నెలలు కానీ ప్లాన్ చేసుకున్నారు అని అంటే యువర్ ఆంథ్రపాలజీ విల్ బి కంప్లీటెడ్. Not
Okay.
GS you have to do for 1 year, no. But anthropology you have to do only for 4 or 5
Yes,
months.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jahnavi, how to minimize answers like for some questions where multi-dimensions are being asked. Then you have to write pointers. Social 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple you have to write. Social dimension 1, 2, 3, 4. Economical dimension 1, 2, 3, 4. Political dimension 1, 2, 3, 4 like that.
Sir,
Yes, please.
in tribal India, for the question like objectives and outcomes of government initiative like national tribal policy, how can we elaborate the answer, sir, for 10 marks or 15 marks?
Repeat again.
For objectives, government initiative like national tribal policies, how can we elaborate the answer for it?
National tribal policies means you will write about Panchashil, you will write about laws also you will write. Forest Rights Act, PESA Act, you will write about Schedule 5, you will write about Schedule 6, you will write about Inner Line Permit, you will write about. All the government schemes also comes under policies only.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Manohar. See, again, I am telling you, it's not about the content which we write in our answers. It is about how we are arranging the points. How we are arranging the content is important. Properly, we have to neatly, we have to arrange. Evaluator doesn't want a dumping of information. Evaluator want arrangement of content. Are you getting my point? How to prepare SNT and IR? Yes. Science and technology is very important. Science and technology is very, very important. How I told you in the early 15 questions will come from environment. Similarly, 10 questions will, approximately 8 to 10 questions will come from science and technology. IR 3-4 questions will come from IR, but science and technology is most important. That to current affairs oriented science and technology is very, very important. Current affairs means in that current affairs, one part is science and technology. You go with magazines. Science and technology means current affairs only you have to do. No need for basics, no need for static also. Just understand what is GSLV, what is PSLV, what are defense strategies, what are information communication technology, what is nanotechnology, what is artificial intelligence, what is information communication technology, ICT, what is 3G, 4G, 5G, 6G, basics. But on that, how the developments are happening. The benefit of if you are perfect with current affairs, if you are perfect with science and technology, if you are perfect with environment, I'm leaving all the subjects. If you are perfect with environment, out of 15 questions, 10 questions will write, for example. Science and technology, out of 10 questions, 5 questions will be right. Current affairs, out of 20 questions, 10 questions are right. Here itself, you are getting 25 marks. No? The chance of getting negative will be less because factual questions. వచ్చిందా వచ్చింది, రాలేదా రాలేదు అంతే. తప్పు పెట్టడానికి అవకాశం ఉండదు. అదే పాలిటీ ఎకానమీలో వీ హ్యావ్ టు అనలైజ్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు థింక్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు పుట్ ఎ థాట్. సో సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్ మైట్ బి కరెక్ట్, సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఇట్ మైట్ బి రాంగ్. ఎస్ సార్ మనోహర్? How to write ethics case studies? I will tell you. Everyone are writing the same model, that is merits, demerit, merit, demerit, merit, demerit. Once 2014 one topper wrote, then everyone writing the same. Evaluator seeing the same answers. We should create something new. New means altogether not new. Like for every answer, if you had a structure, I will write constitutional point, I will write statutory point, I will write executive point, I will write judicial point, I will write NGO point, I will write civil society, common man point. So for every merit, demerit, I will write the 6 things. So what will happen? Evaluator will understand that this person ethical point, philosophical point. 7th is ethical point, 8th is philosophical point, 9th is societal point, 10th is cultural point. ప్రతి పాయింట్కి మీ దగ్గర 10 డిఫరెంట్ డిస్టింక్ట్ పాయింట్స్ ఇస్తున్నారు అని అంటే ఎస్, ఈయన దగ్గర నాలెడ్జ్ బాగుంది అని మార్క్ చేస్తాను. ఈమె దగ్గర, స్వాతి దగ్గర.
Sir,
ఓకే స్వాతి, ఎస్. స్వప్న,
sir,
ఎస్.
sir, in mains answer writing, is it better to write in paragraphs or in a pointed structure, sir, so we can score better marks?
GS 1, 2, 3 writing points, that's it, fixed.
Yes, sir.
Fixed it is. Sir, is there any strategy for philosophical essays? It's a very good question. By 25th January or 26th, I will make one very good strategy for philosophical essays. Philosophical essay is very important. People will neglect it. If a separate approach should be there for philosophical essays. A proper brainstorming should happen for philosophical essay. We cannot just strategy, we cannot. It is we have to go through nearly 20 philosophical essays. If you do 20 philosophical essays, Lakshmi Preeti, if you write and if you go with the 20 philosophical essays, 21st essay will be the best essay of yours. As I told you, Sheikh Nagur Basha, by February 28th, if you write 20 essays, you will be the best.
సార్
Yes.
మీరు 20 కార్వే గురించి మీరు క్లాస్ లో చెప్పారు కదా సార్. ఇప్పుడు అదే క్వశ్చన్ మన 20 మార్క్స్ అడిగితే మన దగ్గర ఓన్లీ 2 పేజెస్ వరకు కంటెంట్ ఉంది సార్. మిగతా 2 పేజెస్ మనం ఎలా
20 మార్క్స్ అడగరు.
ఒకవేళ అడిగితే
15 అడుగుతారు మాక్సిమం.
అదేనే కదా సార్, మామూలు కంటెంట్ తక్కువ ఉన్న క్వశ్చన్ మన దగ్గర కంటెంట్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది సార్, కానీ క్వశ్చన్స్ 5 మార్క్స్ అడిగితే అలాంటిది అప్పుడు మనం మిగతా పేజ్ ఎలా కవర్ చేయాలి సార్, ఎలా అప్డేట్ చేయాలి?
ఇప్పుడు ఇరావతి కార్వే దేనికి ఫేమస్ అంటే రేసిజం మీద ఫేమస్. రేస్ గురించి రాస్తావు. ఇరావతి కార్వే కీన్షిప్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతుంది. ఎలా క్యాస్ట్ కున్న కీన్షిప్ కి పీపుల్ కీన్షిప్ అని మాట్లాడినా కూడా వాళ్ళ క్యాస్ట్ పీపుల్నే వాళ్ళ సొంత కీన్షిప్ లాగా చూసుకుంటారు. కీన్షిప్ ఆర్గనైజ్ మనం 2.5 చదువుతాం ఇప్పుడు సోషల్ కల్చర్ ఆంథ్రోపాలజీలో. సో అప్పుడు కీన్షిప్ గురించి రాయాలి మనం. అలా ఆ రిలవెంట్ పాయింట్స్ రాయాలి.
Sir, book list for history subject, sir.
Book list for history subject ma. For modern India, you go with Spectrum. For ancient India, you go with Tamil Nadu State SCRT book. For medieval India, you can go with Poonam Dalal book. Poonam Dahiya book. For art and culture, there is Government of India book is there for art and culture. That is a very best book. Government of India's art and culture. Art and culture Government of India book is there. Indira Gandhi National Art book it is. Then modern anyhow Spectrum is there. For ancient you can go with Tamil Nadu book. For medieval you can go with Poonam Dahiya book.
Okay, sir.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, what is the best book for the human geography, sir?
Human geography, Masjid Hussain is there, but high standard book it is. Masjid Hussain. But for human geography, you can go with NCERT, it's sufficient. But current affairs you have to add.
Yes, sir.
Rudra, Srimitra.
Sir, what are the don'ts we need to neglect in the civil services preparation, sir?
What are the
don'ts?
Don'ts.
చేయకూడనివి.
అదే ఎక్కువ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉండకూడదు ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్. ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎంత తక్కువ ఉంటే అంత బెస్ట్. 2-3 ఉండాలి, మనలానే ఉండాలి వాళ్ళు. వాళ్ళ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ నీ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఒకటే ఉండాలి. నెంబర్ 1. నెంబర్ 2, ఊరికి అటు ఇటు తలలు దింపకూడదు. 2, 3, గొడవలు పెట్టుకోకూడదు, మెంటల్ టెన్షన్ తెచ్చుకో. సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు మనం కామ్గా ఉండాలి, పాజిటివ్ పీపుల్తో ఉండాలి, నెగిటివ్ పీపుల్తో అస్సలు ఉండకూడదు. ఎంతవరకు సాధ్యమో ఓన్లీ పాజిటివ్ పీపుల్. నెగిటివ్ ఎక్కడ పడితే అక్కడ ఉంటారు, నెగిటివ్ పీపుల్ చేయలేరు. అట్లాంటి వాళ్ళకి ఎంత దూరం ఉంటే అంత మంచిది. ఈ 3 అయితే ఖచ్చితంగా ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. నెక్స్ట్, ముఖ్యంగా మనం ఫ్రెండ్స్తో ఎవరైతే తక్కువ ఫ్రెండ్స్ పెట్టుకున్నామో ఆ తక్కువ ఫ్రెండ్స్తో డిస్కషన్ చేయాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను పాపులేషన్ గ్రోత్ గురించి మాట్లాడాను. సో ఏమేం కారణాల చేత పాపులేషన్ గ్రో అవుతుంది, పాపులేషన్ ఎందుకు గ్రో అవ్వట్లేదు, ఆ కారణాలను మీరు మాట్లాడుకోవాలి. మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ అందరూ కూర్చొని మాట్లాడుకోవాలి. అలా మనకి చదువు తప్ప వేరే టాపిక్ ఉండకూడదు. అలాంటి ఫ్రెండ్స్తో పాటే ఉండాలి. అలా ఉంటే ఖచ్చితంగా అతనికి ర్యాంక్ వస్తుంది, నీకు ర్యాంక్ వస్తుంది. ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ఈస్ యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్. యూ షుడ్ నాట్ రొటేట్ హియర్ అండ్ దేర్. నెంబర్ 3 ఈస్ కామన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్ షుడ్ బి దేర్. కామ్ మైండ్ ఉండాలి. ఎప్పుడు నెగిటివ్ పీపుల్కి సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు దూరంగా ఉండాలి.
సార్, ఎన్సీఆర్టీ నుండి నోట్ మేకింగ్ ఎలా చేయాలి?
ఇప్పుడు ఎన్సీఆర్టీ నుండి నోట్ మైపింగ్ అంటే NCERT is all about, for example, NCERT book, one sentence is there. It told that poor people will think that more children, more hands to work, so more food to eat. For that purpose, they will be producing more children. It is there in NCERT book. So those type of points you have to write. There is a beautiful example with respect to Brussels, the capital city of Belgium. German-speaking people, French-speaking people, Portuguese-speaking people are there in that Brussels. But they live in very good peace. A proper understanding, separation of powers is there. That is a very good example for separation of powers, Brussels. In the same NCERT book, there is about LTTE. Because of not taking care about minorities, how the minorities had waged war for 2 decades. So those examples you have to make notes so that you can remember in the mains answer writing. Mainly NCERT books will be helpful only for mains, not for prelims.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can you tell me the strategy to clear CSAT? Yes, CSAT is very important. CSAT is very important. First of all, you should master cracking comprehension passages. Students will be very much bothered about quantitative aptitude, reasoning, data interpretation, but they will completely neglect comprehension passages. Out of 80 marks, 35 marks will come from comprehension passages. Remaining 40 or 45 marks will come from quantitative and reasoning. But students will read quantitative aptitude and reasoning. You should focus on English. You should focus on comprehension passages. How, sir? You have to solve more comprehension passages.
Sir.
Yes.
సార్, ఇది ప్రిలిమ్స్ మాక్ టెస్ట్ రాస్తున్నప్పుడు 2-3 ఆప్షన్స్ మధ్యలో అన్‌క్లియర్‌గా ఉంటుంది సార్. అయితే అది ఎలా టాకిల్ చేయాలి సార్? అంటే 2 ఆప్షన్సే కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ అని అనిపిస్తుంటది సార్.
Basically, when we write mock tests, we will stuck down it mainly at 2 options, either B or C. The statements will be almost same. So 2 things here. One thing is conceptual clarity. Number 1 is conceptual clarity. You should read the best way. There should be conceptual clarity. If not, perfection. There is something, whenever you read, for example, I will tell you, difference between Supreme Court and High Court. Writ jurisdiction. Supreme Court writ jurisdiction is only limited to fundamental rights, whereas High Court writ jurisdiction is more than Supreme Court, because the High Court not only violation of fundamental rights, but also any right. any other provision of constitution. So that clarity we should there. Oh, it is not only about the enforcement of fundamental rights, it is also for any other law or any other constitutional means. When we have that clarity, then we will not do any mistake. We should get clarity slowly. For that purpose, what we have to read, sir? We have to read very slowly. While reading polity, we have to be very careful reading slowly. Economy also. Current affairs, yes, current affairs is good. You don't worry if you are writing 2025. Current affairs, I will be sending you. You can read that also. Targeted current affairs will be there. If not, you can go with any current affairs magazine. We are only giving monthly current affairs. It is there in Telegram. It is there in website also. But one thing I will tell you. Fix yourself to one academic current affairs magazine. Don't read 2, 3, 4. You will be confused. One monthly magazine we have to take. We have to do it very, very seriously, rigorously. Yes, Munna, we. Munna means what is your name? Munna only. Yeah? How to tackle quote-based question in section A of ethics paper. For that you have to understand. I made ethics 3 classes I did, and it is there in YouTube, Manohar. Once you see it, you will get a proper idea. Don't worry, Nikki. I will be sending you the recorded video. You can watch it.
Sir, how to read the current affairs magazine, sir?
See, current affairs, what will happen? They will give enormous content. That enormous content is not required. In that 15 lines of the content, only 2 lines will be most important. The 2 lines you have to remember. That you have to highlight it and keep it. So a sad thing happened now only. Actually, my grandmother, my father's mother was in hospital. Once I told you the example, no passbook printing. So now only she got expired. So tomorrow you will not have class. Okay. So I know by 6 o'clock onwards she is not good, but I thought I will complete this class and I will go. Okay, so tomorrow you will not have class, but Saturday you will have the class. So any more doubts? If you give permission, I will leave now.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Tomorrow there is no anthropology class. Monday I have to travel. Saturday you will have.
Thanks for your effort, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.